So welcome to today's video. So I am actually just sitting in my bathroom right now, and I wanted to kick off a new series. And the series is basically going to be like I'm going to release a video every Saturday morning that is just makeup related, just basically playing with makeup, grabbing our coffee. I've got my iced coffee right here, and just kind of spending our Saturday morning drinking our coffee, playing with makeup, playing with new products, that kind of thing. And new products, old products, talking about products, all of that kind of stuff. So I don't know what this is going to be called yet. I actually did a little thing on Instagram asking for ideas for a series name. So by the time this goes up, it will be called something, and I only have until tomorrow morning, so hopefully people are sending in ideas. Normally it comes to me a little bit faster, like ideas or names or like rhymey things, but for that one I was just like, I don't know, like if it was Monday I would just do like Makeup Monday or something, but I wanted something, I don't know, I kind of wanted the series to feel like when you waited, you know, as a kid for like Saturday mornings for cartoons and stuff, you know. That's what I wanted the series to feel like. Something maybe to look forward to on the weekends. So I love when people upload, you know, I don't know, just like a series or whatever. I do, you know, a lot of vlogs, but also I like to do series as well, kind of mix it up. So I've already got like a base of a foundation. I use my airbrush Luminous airbrush machine, and I love that. So I also have this e.l.f. lip plumper on right now, lip plumping gloss, just to kind of I don't know, it feels hydrating. It feels really, really good on the lips. This is in the shade, get my tongue, the shade Peach Bellini. So if you guys remember, in a recent vlog I played with some makeup, and I said I kind of hesitated for a while on doing a whole lot of like just standalone makeup videos because I don't currently have like a setup, you know, in a makeup room and a beauty room where it's like a nice background, and I have like, I mean, I have a mess right now in front of me just because I just throw everything out on the countertop when I'm getting ready, and I don't have like a vanity area. I do have this incredible toolbox that I keep my makeup in, tool, whatever those things are called, the really tall ones. Love that, but I don't have a vanity currently. But you know what? I am just gonna have fun, and we're gonna have fun, and I want to document my whole life and not just wait until everything's exactly how I want it, because there's always gonna be room for improvement, but I just want to document everything. So that's what we're doing. Primed my eyes with the Coastal Scents eye primer, really good. So it's actually Saturday evening, no it's not, it's Friday afternoon right now. Still daylight. We're going to a basketball game tonight. So I'm gonna go to a basketball game. Full glam because that's me. I had makeup on all day today, so I just kind of washed it off. So my lashes probably still have a little in them, but we're gonna wear falsies anyway. So I'm using the Hard Candy Glamiflage Heavy Duty Concealer. I used to use this a lot, especially in high school when I've dealt with hormonal acne for a long time. So in high school I didn't really know everything I know about makeup now. I'm 24, and so obviously wasn't really that long ago, but I didn't know the things that I know now. So I don't even know if I like did any highlighting under my eyes with concealer or anything like that, but I used concealer to cover acne, and I remember loving this concealer because it's so heavy duty. And I got it the other day because I was trying to get trying to use the e.l.f. trying to buy the e.l.f. concealer. I have the bottle of it in there, but I've used it all. The e.l.f. Camouflage Concealer, I love that concealer. And they didn't have my shade on clearance, and the other ones were on clearance, the other e.l.f. ones, which e.l.f. is not expensive anyway. But then we saw this one, and I think it was cheaper, and I remembered, which again, the e.l.f. concealer is really inexpensive. It's like $6, not on clearance. It was $3 on clearance. I originally got the e.l.f. concealer from dirt cheap, so I got it for like nothing. So anyways, I decided to get this one and repurchase it, and I love it. I remember now like why I loved it so much. So that's always good when you like rediscover your old products. So yeah, this is just gonna be like a chit chat video, a chatty fun makeup video. I haven't filmed a standalone makeup video in a while, so I'm sure they'll improve as I keep going. Like I said, I cannot wait until I have like a vanity area and you know, a place to just sit and put things and make it look pretty behind me and all that kind of stuff, but I am just going to have fun with what I have now, and I think that that's super fun. So we're going to basketball game tonight. Some of our students and youth will be playing, and you'll be watching this obviously tomorrow because I'm going to put it out on Saturday morning. I'm going to edit it tonight, probably upload it tonight, and have it scheduled to post in the morning. But anyways, tomorrow, like the day you're watching this, we will be going to a open house for a gym that is coming to our area. They're having an open house for it, and Manny and I are really interested in like joining this gym because it's literally right by where we live, and we live in a small town, so that's like the only one right by where we live. It's like the first time, you know. I don't know if it's the first time, but since we've been here. And so anyway, it's really exciting. And when Manny and I used to go to Planet Fitness in New Mexico, we went for a while, like every single morning at 6 a.m. And I was in the best shape I've ever been in. I was actually starting to get some muscle in my arms that was visible, which is my dream. I was so excited. And then when we moved, I just kind of lost all of that. And I kind of felt unmotivated, honestly, to start it back up again. So really excited because we're feeling motivated and we're excited. So I think we're gonna start going there. And yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be using a few palettes. One of them is gonna be the Honey palette from ColourPop. That's like hard to say out loud. And I'm also gonna dip into this. I have all these Coastal Scents palettes from Christmas that Manny got me. This is the Revealed Rouge palette. I saw this really pretty look on Instagram that I think I'll try to recreate in my own way. I always like try to recreate it and then I'm like do something totally different, but this gives me a little inspiration. It's not gonna go with my sweatshirt at all, but this sweatshirt was $5 from H&M, and I like love it. When I'm home, I like live in the sweatshirt. I love it so much. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna do a little bit of yellow and a little bit of like a pinky color. I'm doing some bright colors, and I'm excited for that because it's like been so nasty outside. Let me know what the weather's been like where you are. And it's been just gross outside. So I'm super excited to just play with some color because it's just been yucky. So again, this is not really even gonna be a tutorial. I'm gonna tell you here and there what I'm doing. My brows are kind of done from earlier, but I'm probably gonna do them a little bit better after this. I always like to do my brows after I do everything else, just so I can kind of see what I want to go for. Right now I'm just kind of setting that primer. If you use eye primer, it's really good to set the eye primer with like a flesh tone shadow or just a powder. So anyways, today we were at Dirt Cheap and we were just walking around. I had my camera. If you know me in real life, I always have my camera. There's like never a time I don't. Everywhere I go, I bring my camera. Whether I film or not, everywhere I go, I bring it. Because you never know. Gotta be ready. So I was at Dirt Cheap, and this girl walked up to me and asked me, trying to figure out if I want that to be a little bit of a brighter color. That's that yellow. Oh, I think that should be good. You could put like a white under this to make it stand out more. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll put a little concealer under it to make it stand out just a little bit more. But anyway, so she walks up to me and like asked me if I'm a YouTuber, and it caught me off guard so much. Like I didn't even know I don't know why, and I'm normally not like that. Like I'm a talker. Talking doesn't bother me, doesn't faze me, you know. I just normally don't mind that. I mean, if it creeps me out, then that's one thing, but she didn't creep me out at all. But it just caught me off guard because usually if you do like vlogs or anything, you know that for some reason, which I think is really, really strange that we're still in this phase of life, but for some reason when you have a camera, which I don't even notice that as much as some people because this has never bothered me, but when you have a camera and you're vlogging in public or you're even just carrying a camera around, people look at you like you're crazy. And so, you know, they always just look at you either like you're crazy or like they're really concerned, like what they're wondering what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like trying to figure it out. And so that's how people always look at me. It doesn't really I never know. I normally don't notice. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's funny. I'll be editing and I'll see somebody like staring at me in the background or whatever and I didn't know. But anyways, so she comes up to me and she's like, hey, are you a YouTuber? And it caught me off guard. I mean, I am. I post YouTube videos, but it caught me off guard. So I literally said, yeah, I have a channel. Like, obviously you have a channel if you're a YouTuber, but I didn't know what to say. It was so funny. So I guess I need to like prepare a little bit better for those types of questions because nobody asks, which I was glad she did because, you know, instead of just staring at somebody, like just ask them what they're doing. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. But anyway, I just thought it was really funny. Never been asked that as often as I film in public, which I thought was funny because I film so much. I carry my camera whether I'm filming or not, just in case I want to film. You know, if I find a good deal or if I find something to film, I have the camera in there. So anyways, I just thought that was funny. You can see what I'm doing right here. I'm just putting the yellow. I have like powder all over my face just because I'm baking with it, but this is the shade Sweet Spot in that palette and it's really pretty. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just playing with color just like randomly. But I did see a really pretty look that like incorporated these colors, so I'm gonna try to recreate. I leave the powder on my face like this for a while. You can never judge the process of somebody doing makeup. Like the process is never pretty. That would be a good sermon. The process is never pretty. I need to write that down. I'm going to hold up a little piece of paper so I can get a sharper line. Here we go. Here's a good one. So I can get like a sharper line. I'm using this really pretty color called Raspberry. I don't know if this paper is going to work. Yeah, it needs to be maybe a little more flimsy. I always use like a little, I used to use tape to do this, but actually put the mirror over here, that way you can kind of see. I used to use tape to kind of like tape on the side of my eyes. I'm sure if you've watched a lot of tutorials, you've kind of seen that done. But lately I've just been doing it like this and it actually works really well. And it can always be like cleaned up anyway, but that kind of just gives like a sharper look. It does the same thing as tape, just like hold. It needs to be like a flimsier paper, like a really sharp paper won't work as well. I'll go back in and touch up this yellow too. I bounce around a lot when I do my makeup. One thing I like to do is something sharp, but then use a lighter color out here to blend it a little bit, but not like blend it in fully, you know what I mean? So I may actually use these like random colors that I'm using together, but I love this Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette. I love anything the Huda Beauty has ever done. The products are great. But this shade in the palette, it's like an orangey pink. It works really good to do what I'm talking about. It's really pretty. So this is what I like to do. I just like to play around with different colors and different, yeah, that's kind of what I was wanting. Something deeper there. It's not done yet, so don't judge it, but something deeper like right there in the middle. And then we will go back in and kind of sharpen it up a little bit. You can see that sharpened it up a little bit. So I really like that. You can take some powder and kind of just bake right there. That way when you wipe it away, it's a little bit cleaner up there for any fallout, which I haven't had really any fallout with the products I've used. But if you do, good way to clean it up. The 3 palettes that I'm using right now are Ruby Obsessions, ColourPop's Honey, it's like hard to say, and the Coastal Scents Revealed Rouge. Okay, had to take a quick little intermission because my camera died. I had forgotten to charge it, but I'm going to show you guys what I did. Finished this eye pretty much. So I basically just went under with a liner, a little liner brush, and just went under my eye. And there were some steps that I didn't film over here, but I basically just kept doing the same thing repeatedly until I got the result that I wanted. So I just added a little bit under the eye, and then I went back in with my yellow palette from ColourPop, the Honey palette, and went underneath and actually used the same little liner thing. Add a little bit of the yellow underneath that. It's just really, really subtle. You can see it over here how there's a little bit of yellow. My face isn't done yet. It's subtle, but subtle differences make a big difference with makeup. So under like that, and then went in with like a bigger brush with the yellow. And just gonna put a little more yellow. One thing I am gonna do on both eyes is take something, like a big fluffy brush like this one, that same yellow one, just kind of like add it to the top a little bit. I did add some winged liner and some lashes. Just wing out my liner real quick. Let's see what it looks like right now. I'm getting so hungry right now. Just like a little bit of a wing. Not anything crazy because I didn't want to take away from the colors. I didn't want to cover any colors. The lashes that I'm using are these. They come in these packs. They're from Amazon. I used the Vipon app to get deals, or Manny did, but they're 3D foam ink eyelash from Lash View. Love these. So I've got the glue on. I love the Kiss glue with aloe, and I also love this new glue. I love this one because you brush it on, so I just feel like it's easier to put on the lash, and it works really well. It dries clear. It's the Bephalon. I don't know how you say this, but it's from Amazon as well. Really, really good. I have lashes from that brand as well, and they're great. This glue right here, the one that you brush on, dries down quicker to where you can actually apply it a little bit faster, because you want to let your lashes get tacky. If you let lashes get tacky before you apply them, they shouldn't be hard to apply unless they need to be trimmed a little bit. I've already trimmed these. Sometimes I trim lashes, sometimes I don't, depending on obviously the size of them, the length of them, that kind of thing. I'm just using this mascara to just blend my lashes with fake lashes. This is just the Wet n Wild Mega Protein Mascara. Really like it. Got it from Dirt Cheap for dirt cheap. It's really cheap. Put that in there. And I am going to touch up the yellow on one side just because I feel like on this side it's a little bit lighter than I want. Anytime I have a prominent color like that, I like to go back in and just touch that up at the end. That's what we're working with the eyes. For blush, I'm going back in with my airbrush machine. I love to contour with this machine as well. It's just so seamless and pretty. I love to highlight with it. It's really pretty, but I'll just go in and put a little blush on. It doesn't take much at all. This blush that I have is really pigmented. Okay, so these are like dangerous for me. I had these the first time we were in England, and they didn't have them in the States at that time, or at least not where I am. They are Skittles with yogurt on them. It's like my dreams have come true. They're so delicious. Manny hates them. His sisters hated them. It was one of his sisters. I don't remember if they both tried it. I love them. They're so good. It's so dangerous. Especially trying to eat clean. But it's the weekend, so we're gonna party a little bit with our Skittles. Okay. Now that snack time is over, I did my lipstick. It's a really simple lipstick. This lip liner that I feel like if you have my skin tone range, you need this, or my lip color. My lips are actually naturally probably a little bit darker than a lot of people with my skin tone, but it's basically like a little bit darker than my natural lip color. It's like perfect lip liner just to add some definition. Shade Natural from NYX. I love it. Also the NYX lipstick in the shade Spirit. I used this in my last video where I did makeup. I contoured a little bit with this stick from Anastasia. It's a foundation stick in the shade shadow, but it does say contour on it. I've used like all of this, as you can see. I love it. There's still some in there. And then I use this contour and blush palette from BH Cosmetics. I used the contour shade. Oh, and I have a highlight too. Grab my highlight. I highlighted with the Pixie highlight in Glowy, one of the Glowy Gossamer duos. I always want to say Glowy Glossamer. Glowy Gossamer duos in Delicate Dew. They are literally like gorgeous highlights. Yeah, and I used the Lancome Fix It Forget It setting spray. I love setting spray. I think setting spray is just so vital to a makeup routine. Set your face, I think even more so than priming. I just love setting spray. So yeah, anyway, that's my look for the basketball game, and I think the highlight looks really good. This highlight is always a good one. This is the final look. So yeah, thank you for hanging out, and I will see you next week. Well, I'll see you throughout the week because I vlog throughout the week and do other videos. A really fun video coming up, so subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell, subscribe, all the good stuff that you always hear about. But anyways, thanks for watching. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Ignore the squeaky chair.